Robert Drury back again on my quest to get to 2200. I am currently at 2110, and let's see if we can get a game. And we will try a 15-minute with 10-second increment. And I was lucky enough to get an opponent on my last video, but on this one we will see. I'll give it probably a minute, and then if not, I will jump on to a 10-minute game. And right now, probably giving it about 20 seconds so far. So my clock says 12:02, so we will give it till 12:03. Well, okay, we're not having any luck. Let's cancel that and see if we can get a 10-minute game. All right, it seems like people would much prefer playing 10 minutes. All right, so my opponent has been on here for quite a few years. He starts off with the knight move, and we will start off with our Nimzo Larson. And okay, he's going to play fast. And I always find this a challenging setup when they Finn shuttle their bishop. Okay, let's go ahead. And normally I don't push here. Tell you what, we won't push there. If he had a pawn forward, I may have pushed, but no. Let's bring our knight around. All right, now he's got two pawns. Let's move our bishop up, and we're just keeping his bishop out of g5 or his knight out of g5. Bring this queen around. And let's see. Let's go ahead and castle. I may push here. Normally I don't push in the middle, but I don't particularly like this setup. Let's push in the middle. He may just leave it and not take. And let's see, I could bring a knight over here, and that would, nah, it's no point in it now. All right, let's bring a rook over, and we're kind of lining up against the queen. I would assume that he would bring his rook over here. He does not. That's interesting. Can push, kick it out. Let's do this. He doesn't. If he takes here, I take back. It's no big deal, but we'll do this. All right, let's hit the bishop. Let's hit the bishop. See if we can get the bishop pair. And we will get the bishop pair on this. He doesn't have to move his bishop. He can go ahead and take. All right, I think the F4 push looks a little premature. He takes. Now we take back. He goes to that route. I can take here. He takes. I take. He takes back. I take and take. But I don't want to give up the. Can push here. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're taking. He takes with the rook. We take here. He takes back. Oh, I can't take back. Okay, so we're going to take here. And we're hitting the queen. He takes there. We're going to take here. And he's got to drop his rook back. And let's take again. Oh, I missed that. I missed it. And no biggie, we'll take. And we will take back here. And now he's going to take. All right. If I come here, he can push there. He want to be up to. If I come here, if I bring my pawn up here, he can give me a check. I slide over. He takes. All right, what the hell? Let's see. See what's going on. I'm going to assume he's going to give me a check. I would assume he will give me a check. All right, if he gives me a check, I'm dropping over here. Can't push because I win the exchange. All right, he checks. I drop over here. And he takes. Oh, I got this too. You can't go here. I just push. He drops back. And let's see. Let's see, I take. All right. I take. All right, let's see. I take. He takes. I take. Comes over here. It comes here. Take here. Takes. All right, what if I come here? And he's coming here. All right, I take. He takes. Takes. All right, let's. If I push him out. All right, if I push, he takes. Ah, that doesn't work. Right, let's do this. We're going to try to get everything off the board. I don't like this though. That guy kind of hangs. All right, he's got to take. All right, let's take back. And we will pre-move that. All right, let's say if he takes, all right, let's say he takes, take. I would assume he's going to take here, and we will take. We're taking. I assume he's going to give me a check. He does not give me a check. Let's go here. All right, now we're coming here. I would assume that his best move is just to come in here. Can't come here. Can't come there. Oh, look at that. Oh, what a dog. He is trying to cause me trouble. But we will get these pieces off the board. And let's see, I got 6 pawns. This for I'm up 2 pawns. All right, let's see. Time wise, still got 5 minutes on the clock. Okay. Let's see, what are we gonna do? Come in here. No, it's gonna come. We're gonna come right here. We're gonna come here. We're gonna come here. And if he moves this piece away, we are gonna get rid of this. There we go. All right, let's go here. And we're taken. And we're going to be up 2 pawns. And let's see if we can convert this. All right. He's got to move back. I would assume he's going to go here. Anything else gives me this move. This move. All right, let's go here. We're trying to get him. Crud. All right, let's come in here. Now we're going to start pushing these pawns. Here, here. Okay, he's not going anywhere. Okay. And what are we going to do? Push here. Let's do this. Okay, let's see. He can come here. All right, come in here. Okay. Now he's given, I can push now. And now he's going to have a hard time defending. Push. Push. All right, let's go. Give a check. Okay, let's give them another check. And we are going to get the queens off the board and win this game. All right, let's go back, and that puts me up to 21-18. Let's do a quick game review just to get the percentages, and then we will go into looking at the game. 85.3 versus 74.3. And let's go back. Let's take a look at my opponent. And he is stats. He's been on here for 13 years. He's Rapids 2084, Puzzles 2547, 1776 as far as Blitz. And he is, let's go all time. His highest ratings 2246. Best wins 2318. So he's put out some good games. Okay, all right. Oh shoot. All right, I'm trying to get to where I need to be. All right, let's get this. All right, so let's take a look at this game. All right, he plays knight to f3, which is the ready opening, and I gotta admit, the knight moves usually if they play their knight move out to f3, they're generally going to go g3 and fianchetto, and that tends to the fianchetto is something that it's a little different to play against when you're playing the Hippo. It's not my favorite opening to play against, but you've got to play against all the different styles that people put. So, all right, I come back with b6, so I'm going to fianchetto as soon as possible. That's what I do. He fianchettos, and now here I could actually push e5 because he can't take because he just hangs the bishop. But the engine actually doesn't like that. The engine prefers just knight to f6, but that's not a Hippo move. It's also like c5. C5 it's all right. But we're going to go ahead with the Hippo and see how things progress. And he castles, and now we're going to go ahead and just fianchetto our other bishop. And he doesn't get too aggressive. He's holding back. And I play my bishop up. Now he plays his he plays e4. And all right, so now I could push here, but it locks the position. So I just bring my knight around. If he wants to push, I'll take. Okay. And he's just playing a little passive, not doing anything aggressive. And here I play e6. Once again, he wants to push. We'll leave the pushing up to him. All right, now he brings this knight around. Let's go ahead and bring our. He brought his rook around. We're going to bring our knight around. And then he's all right. So he spent 2 moves pushing the d pawn. So that kind of works out in our favor. It just gives us a tempo to play with. We're completing the Hippo. We're just keeping the bishop or the knight out of g5. And he brings his queen around. And I'm not sure what exactly his plan is with bringing this queen around. Looking at the engine move. The engines, that's not one of the engine's top choices. All right, so he brings his queen to c2, and we castle. He brings his bishop up, and now knight to f6 puts pressure on the pawn here because it would be hit twice. But c5 and playing in this manner is preferable by the engine. But we push our pawn finally, and we're wanting to just kind of lock it. We don't want this to push down in him to open up this diagonal. But when you play that way, it just kind of creates a little tension, and he could very easily push. And now the bishops are kind of just closed in. But he plays his knight around, and I play my rook because I'm thinking, all right, if I push here, I mean, if this file ever comes open, I'm lined up against the rook. All right, he brings his knight around. So now, I could play g5 and push him out. But I play my knight around, and the reason I play this knight, I wanted this knight to come here and go here and have a potential to harass, but he could always just push and keep me out of there. And now he plays another pawn, and here it's just, he gives me the ability to basically choose which way to open it up. Instead, I bring my knight around. I'm wanting to hit. I want the bishop pair. So I bring my knight around. I'm gonna get the bishop pair, and he pushes. All right, we'll just take. And he takes back. All right, we take over here. Can't take here because the bishop pins the rook and wins the rook. Well, it wins the exchange. You see, moves away. All right, I take again. It's like the engine actually says D takes C3, which is what I played. And now he pushes. Okay, just take. I took that direction, but that was, yeah, that's the top choice. The second choice, or a choice on down the list, is taken here. Okay. I take the knight, he takes, king takes, and I'm just up. I'm up right here, and I'm pushing because I'm wanting to get some of these pieces off the board. But that was not the engine's best choice. The engine's move was knight to c6. And at one point I thought about knight to c6, but I just didn't want the queen to come in here. I suppose if that was a cat, I could just drop here and it would chase it away. Engine also likes c5. And not so much f5. f5, it gives some of the advantage away. He gets a check. I go king to h7. He drops back. And now I can go c5 again. I can go bishop takes c4. I can go f4. I've got some options here. c5 tends to be engine likes the best, but bishop to e4 is not far behind. And now I'm just up. I'm up a couple pawns, and he takes back. And once again, engine likes c5. Like c5, take, push. But we go ahead and take. We're getting pieces off the board. He takes, I take, and he takes the pawn, and my rook comes over, and that wasn't the best because he could queen d6. I'm not sure what queen d6 does. The engine likes it though. Queen d6. It's in here. I can't move this away. Oh, I see. Because eventually he's going to bring a rook over and put pressure on my knight. Instead, the engine like just queen to g7 first, and that stops any type of pin. All right, but played the rook over, and now he just needs to bring us his rook, but he doesn't. He sees the check, gives me the check, and it allows my queen to just get out of the way. Now he brings his queen over or down, and now I can get the rooks, or I can try to get the rooks off the board. Instead, he creates a pin, and now the engine likes knight to f5, and I can come in here, but I play knight to c6, which is not bad either. And now I can get the rooks off the board. Actually, the engine's like rook takes f3. I'm not sure. Rook takes f3. Rook takes, and knight to d4. And I'm hitting both of them, I see. But I brought the knight around. He takes, we take, takes, and here it's just a matter of time. And I won't go through a lot of these moves simply because it's just, and here I'm just trying to get him to, I don't know, come over here, put stuff on a green square somewhere. He can't, of course, he can't go there. And I give him a check. In there, he drops back, and now I've got to find a way to get my pawns up the board. I played a5, and now I got to figure out a way to push this pawn. And played h-pawn, and once he moved this queen down, now all of a sudden I can start pushing my pawn. He's going to attack, but I push. I'm just going to keep pushing. And he comes over with the king. Let's give him a check. And now he's just going to get mated. I mean, if we would have came back here, I can give him a check. And he takes, I take, and there's nothing he can do to stop my extra pawn. But anyway, with that, I will see you on the next video. And that's it for tonight.